Hello everyone, welcome to Posture and Balance class. We're going to start standing up, facing front. Being in that first position, turn out, other hand on the back of the chair. Take a plie, bend those knees, and lengthen. And again, plie, and up. Two more times, plie, and lengthen. Last one, plie, and up. Going up to the releve, heels up, back down. Releve, and down again. Releve, and down. Last one, releve, and down. Bring the arm out to the side. That's it. We're going to take that plie again. Plie and lengthen. Again, plie and up. This arm is active. Plie and lengthen. Last one. Plie and up. Going up to the releve. Keep the arm out to the side and back down. And again, releve and down. Two more. Releve and down. Last one. Releve and down. Arm up to the ceiling. Press it all the way down. Rotate the head to the right and center to the left. Center again to the right and center to the left. Center to stay. Good. I'm going to bring the chair to the other side. So let's transfer the chair over. Standing in that first position, turn out. Hand on the back of the chair, that left, right arm active. And take a plie, bend those knees. And lengthen. And again, plie. And up. Plie. And lengthen. Last two, plie. And up. Last one, plie. And up. Up to the releve. Heels up and down. Releve. And down. Again, releve and down, last two, and down, last one, and down. Open the arm out to the side, take a plie, bend those knees, keeping the arm in place. Three more, and lengthen, two, and up, last one, plie, and up, releve, and down, releve, and down, two more, releve, and down, last one, releve, and down, arm up to the ceiling, press it all the way down, arms down to the sides. Bring those shoulders up to the ears and down. Shoulders up to the ears and down. Two more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Rotate the head to the right and center to the left. Center to the right. Last time left. Center to stay. We're going to place the chair right in front of us. And I'm just going to face sideways so you can be able to see the movement. That's it. Placing your hands at the back of the chair. That's it. At any time, you can test your balance by lifting those hands off the chair and just keeping that balance. Here we go. So just fingertips on the back of the chair. Going up to the releve, up and down. Here we go. Test your balance. And down. Again. Releve. And down. Releve. And down. Make sure you can do it by yourself. Up and down. Last two. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Bring those arms up to the ceiling. Press them down by your side. Shoulders. Press them down. And again, shoulders. And down. Hands on the back of the chair. Take a plie. Bend those knees. Lengthen up. And again, plie. And lengthen. Two more. Test your balance in here. Last one. Plie. And lengthen. Hands back down to the chair. We're going to alternate finding that plie on the inhale. Find a releve on the exhale. Lengthen up. Heels down to the floor. And again, plie. Releve. Lengthen up. Heels down. Again, plie. Releve. Lengthen. And down. Plie. Releve. Lengthen. And down. Last one. Plie. Releve. Lengthen up. And down. Let's reverse this. Start up. Releve. Bend those knees. Heels down. And up. Again. Releve. Plie. Heels reaching down to the floor. And up. Three more. Up. Plie. Heels down. And up. Last two. Up. Bend those knees. Heels down. And up. Last two. Up. Plie. Heels down. And lengthen. Last one. Releve. Plie. Heels down. And up. Rotate the head to the right. And center to the left. And center to the right. Center to the left. Center to stay. Keeping this first position turned out, place your hands solid on the chair. We're going to go for hip stretching here. Sending those hips off to the right side. Think about a side bend in here. That's it. And back. Center. Other side. Sending those hips off to the left. And back. Center. Again to the right. And center. To the left. Send those hips back. Center. Twice each side. To the right. And center. It's a nice stretch for your sides. And center. Last time each side. To the right. Abdominals in. And center. Last time. And center to stay. Bring those toes up and down. Toes up to the ceiling. And down. Two more. Toes. And down. Last one. Toes. And down. Good. Right leg. We're going to extend it behind. Keep the turn up. So just the toe is touching and back in. And again. Extend behind. Back in. When you do that, your hips are still facing the chair. And in. Last one. Press the leg back. And in. Other side. Open behind to the point. Back in. Bring the leg back. And in. Again. Press. and in. Last one, press back and in. Plie and lengthen. Last one, plie and up. Now the left leg out to the side, same idea. Out, back in. Extend to the side toes, touching the floor. Back in. 2 more. Extend. And in. Last one. And in. Other side. Extend to the side. And in. Out to the side. And in. 2 more. 1. And in. Plie. And lengthen. Last one, plie. And up. Bring those arms down by your side. Open them out to the sides and down. Keep those magnets, legs together. Press them down. 2. 1. And down. Now those arms right in front of the chest and press down. And again, 4. And down. 4. And down. 4. And down. Last 2. Last 1. And down. Shoulders up to the ears. Press them down. Shoulders. And down. Last 2. Shoulders. And down. Last 1. And down. We're going to add those 2. Open out to the sides. Bring the arms forward. Press them down. And again, arm circles. Forward, press down. From the shoulders. Forward, press down. 3 more. 2. 1. And down. Reverse it. Start forward. Open to the sides. Press down. 4. Open. Press. Again. 4. Open. Press. Last 2. Last 1. And down. Shoulders up to the ears. And down. Shoulders. And down. 2 more. Shoulders. And down. Last 1. Shoulders. And down to stay. Open those arms out to the sides in a full breath. We're going to circle those arms back. And a double breath. Shoulders down. And last. Set. Reverse it. 4. 2. And last. Set. Arms up. Press them all the way down. Shoulders up to the ears and down. Shoulders up and down. Last 2. Shoulders. Last 1. And down. Flip those palms to face back. Press those arms behind you and down. And again, press back and down. Press, keeping those ribs, abdominals in. Press and down. Last 1. Press to stay. Pulse the arms back. Last set. Press further back and all the way down. Shoulders. Press them down. Last one, shoulders. And down to stay. Good. Face sideways. Just go back to that parallel position. We're going to bring the right leg behind. To the other side. That's it. Right leg behind. That's it. Now, make sure those heels are heavy on the floor and the left leg slightly bent. That's it. Now we're going to press the hips slightly forward, bending that left knee and stretching the back of the leg. That's it. Of that right leg, you're stretching the back of the leg and back again. Careful that it's not the upper body bending and folding at the hips. It's bending the knee to move forward and back. Last two. Last one. And back. Good. Let's switch sides. The left leg is behind. Right knee is bent. Press forward and back. Bend the right knee and back again. Folding at the hip, bending the knee and back. Last two. One and back. Bring those legs back in place. Rotate the head to the right and center to the left and center again to the right. Center to the left. Center to stay. We're going to bring the chair to face front. Take a sit. Legs magnets together. That's it. Sitting up tall and here. That's it. Bring those arms, hands to the thighs. Find that forward hinge on the inhale. Back center. And again, forward hinge. And center. Forward. And center. Last one. Hinging forward. And center. Let's hinge forward to stay. Hold it 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lengthen up. Bring those arms down to the side. Feet heavy on the floor. Side bend over to the right. Back center. Over to the left. And center. Again, over to the right. And center. Over to the left. And center. Shoulders up to the ears. Press them back down. And again, shoulders and down. That's it. Rotate the head to the right and center to the left. And center. Last time left. Center to stay. Now tilting the head to the right. Back to vertical. To the left. And center again to the right. And center. Last time left. Center to stay. Good. The face sideways. So you can see the movement better. That's it. Extend the right leg from the knee and help it to cross on top of the left. So knee, ankle over knee. That's it. Holding ankle and knee, sitting up top. We're going to hinge forward on the inhale. Back center on the exhale. And again. hinging forward, and center, again, forward, and center, 2, last one, and center, hinging forward to stay. 8 counts, hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lengthen up. Press the knee down and up. And again. Press. And up. 2. 1. And up. Press the knee down to stay. Pulse the knee down. Last set. And release. Now from here, continue crossing that leg over to the side. Keep it here. It's a tighter cross. Now, rotate upper body to the right and just press with the arm away from the leg. So you're deepening that rotation. One more breath. And back. Center to stay. Good. Release the leg. Foot back down. That's it. Let's do the other side. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. Hold knee and ankle. That's it. Long spine. Hinging forward on the inhale. Back center. And again. Hinging forward. And center. Again. Forward. Center. Hinging forward. And center. Last 2. Last 1. And center. Press. Hold on. Let's actually go forward again. We're going to stay here. Hold the shape in for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lengthen up. Now we press the knee down on the in. Back up on the X. And again. Press. And up. Press. And up. Press. And up. Last 2. Press. And up. Last 1. And up. Press down to stay. Pulse the knee down. 2. Last set. And up to stay. Continue crossing the leg. That's it. Now rotate upper body to the left and press away from the leg with that arm. Rotate. One more breath in here. And back. Center. Release the leg down. Hands on your thighs. Find a releve. Heels down. And again, releve. And down. 2 more. Releve. And down. Releve. And down. Last 1. Releve. And down. Flex the ankles. Toes up. And down. Flex. And down. 2. 1. And down to stay. Open those legs to a wider position. So let's say chair with a part. That's it. Sitting up top. Bring your arms down by your sides. Feet heavy on the floor. Side bend over to the right. And back center. Over to the left. And center. Again to the right. Ribs in to the left. And center one more time each side to the right. And center to the left. And center, shoulders up to the ears and down. Shoulders up to the ears and down. 2 more times, shoulders and down. Last one, shoulders and down. Good, open those arms out to the side. Bring them forward, press them down. Again, out, forward, press, keeping your spine long. Forward, press. 2. 1. And down. Reverse the circle. Forward, open, press. 2. 1. And down. Shoulders. Press them down. And again, shoulders. And down. Last 2. Last 1. And down to stay. Releve. Heels down. Releve. And down. 2. And down. 1. And down to stay. Rotate the head to the right. And center to the left. And center to the right. Center to the left. Center to stay. Place those hands on those thighs. Find that forward hinge. And center. Forward hinge. And center. Again. Hinging forward. 1. And center to stay. Flex those feet. And down. Flex. And down. Again. Flex. 1. And down to stay. Extend the right leg from the knee, out to the side, and back down. Left. Extend from the knee, and down, using those quads. Lift the leg, and down. Left. One more time each side to the right. And down. Left. And down. Both legs together. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Last one. That's it. Flex at the ankles, toes up and down. Last one. And down to stay. That's it. Open those legs wider this time. So in that turnout position, your toes are in line with those knees. That's it. Same line, so they're not over rotating. Same line. That's it. Go ahead and hinging forward on the in. Back up on the exhale. And again, hinging forward. And center. And again. Forward. Center to stay. Hinging forward. Full breath. Stay here. 1, 2. Hold it. 3, 4. And lengthen up. Rotate the head to the right and center. To the left and center. Again to the right and center to the left. Center to stay. Tilt the head to the right. Back to vertical. To the left and center to the right. And center to the left, center to stay. Bring those legs in, shake them out. That's it. So, up and down like this. Good. Going back to that parallel position. Extend the right leg from the knee up and bend. Extend. Left and bend. Again, right, left, up and down, left and down. Last time each side. Left. Last time. Right and left, down to stay. That's it. We're going to come up to a standing position. Bring your hips up, lengthen up here. Take a deep breath. And again, deep breath. Last one. Good. Let's bring the chair. Bring and behind it one more time. Standing in that turn out position. That's it. Now we're going to open wide. Second position, turn out. That's it. Take a plie, bend those knees as far back down as you can, and up. And again, further down and up. Again, plie and lengthen. Last one, plie and up. Take that plie down to stay. Right heel comes up, press it down, left, and down, right, and down, left. One more time each side, keep the plie, and down, last time, left. Stay here, heels together, up and down, 3 more. 2, 1, and down deep in the plie. Lengthen up. That's it. Now from here, we're going to take a releve, heels up and down. Releve and down. 2, 1, and down. Rotate the head to the right and center. To the left and center. Again to the right. Center to the left. Center to stay. Bring those feet together. We're gonna walk the feet back, finding that flat back in here. That's it. Abdominals in. Heels of your palms on the back of the chair. Your head in line with your spine. And those knees, okay. And length. Again. And up. Yeah. 2, 1. And up. Stay here. Let your head hang in here. Shake your head, yes. And no. Bring the head back in line with your spine. That's it. Pass to the right leg and extend it behind. That's it. Equal weight on those hands. Pulse the leg up. Last set. Bend the knee, pass hip, and foot down. Other side, pass to the left. Extend it behind, hips square to the floor. Pulse the leg. Last set. Bend the knee, pass it, and foot down. Bend those knees and lengthen. Last one, bend and press. Round your spine in a full breath. Start with the tail, head is down. And extend. Right into that extension. Tailbone up, chest forward. That's it. And round your spine. Curl the pelvis, abdominals in. And lengthen to go for that extension. 2 more sets. Curl the pelvis, round your spine. Head hangs. And extend. Last one. Round your spine in a full breath. And extend. Flat back in a full breath. Right leg comes to passe again. And extend it behind. Keep the hips squared to the floor. Now the standing leg. Bend the knee. And lengthen. Bend. And extend. 2 more. 1. And extend. Pass to the leg. And foot. Other side. Pass to the leg. Extend behind to stay. That's it. Standing leg. Plie. And lengthen. Plie. And up. Again. Plie. 1. Pass to the leg. And foot down. Lie back in here, bend those knees. And press the hips up. And again, plie. And lengthen, walk your feet forward. Lengthen your spine. Parallel position. Find a releve, heels up and down. Releve. And down. 2 more. Releve. And down. Last one. Rotate the head to the right and center. To the left. and center again to the right. Center to the left. Center to stay. Stay in this parallel position. That's it. Now, press the chest up to the ceiling. Find that extension of your spine. Back to vertical. Keeping those abdominals engaged. Keep those ribs in. And back. Center. 2 more times. Extend your spine. And center. Last one. Extend. Chest up to the ceiling. And back. Center. Now look down. And extend. That's it. So keep the back of the neck long. That's it. Small gap in between your chin and your neck. And forward. 2 more. Stretch the back of the neck. Last 2. Last 1. Tilt your head to the right and center to the left and center again to the right. Center to the left. Center to stay. Right arm up overhead. Press it down. Left up and down again the right. Left and down. Try both arms at the same time. Overhead, press them down. And again, overhead, press back down. 2 more. Ribs in, abdominals engage. And last 1, stay here. Pulse the arms back. At the shoulders. 2. Last set. Arms down by your sides. Down to the chair there. We're going to turn the chair around 1 more time. Face the sit. We're going to round your spine and place your hands on the sit, on the chair. That's it. Now, allow those elbows to bend as far as you can and let your upper body have that rounded spine. Your abdominals are in. Let your head hang in here. Shake your head, yes. And no. Bend those knees and length. And make sure those ankles are the same line as your hips. So not here, not here. Right in place, right in center there. And feel this slightly tension in the back of the legs. So that's your stretch. Bend those knees, keep the upper body down, and extend the legs. Again, bend those knees. And lengthen 2 more times. Yeah. Last 1. And lengthen. Shake your head, yes. And no. Rolling up into abdominals in. All the way. Take a deep breath, shoulders up and down. Shoulders up and down. 2 more, shoulders and down. Last 1, shoulders and down. Rotate the head to the right and center to the left. Center to stay. We're going to circle the head. Look down. ear to the right shoulder. Look up to the ceiling, to the right, left side, and down. Reversing. Over to the left, back up, to the right, head down, and again. Over to the right, circle the head all the way. Last time, circle the head all the way down. Lengthen up. Shoulders and toes. Back down. Shoulders and toes. And down. Last two. Last one. And down. Bring the right arm up. Reach for the side of the head. Left side. And bring it over. Keep those ribs, abdominals in. Just give a stretch. And back center. Arm down. Other side. Arm up. Give your neck a stretch in here. And down to stay. Take a deep breath. Last one. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.